Hello guys, okay, and in this quick podcast we're going to be talking about dynamic modules, and I'm joined today by Emma Sinclair, one of the designers on the programme.
Hello.
And Lindsay Wilson, the design lead.
Hi.
Excellent, right. Dynamic modules. Lindsay, you kind of said that we'd be splitting this programme down into dynamic modules. We built it based on this dynamic module model. Why have we done that?
Because previously, when we are writing content, what we've tended to do is duplicated a lot of content that's in there from other places, such as the internet or intranet. And what that means is every time we've needed to update something, such as our prices or our processes, we've also had to do it within our training material. And sometimes the gap between that happening can be quite a long time. So it means that we're getting the wrong message out to some of our learners, or that could be the case, but it also means that there's a lot of maintenance for us as well.
Okay.
So what we're trying to do is just work in a lot of a smarter way, really, and dynamic modules is all about making sure that our content is really low maintenance, and that means just creating modules which are very small chunks. They are specific to the subject matter, and they also don't contain information that's likely to require frequent updates.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, Emma, you've worked on some of these things as well. I mean, how's that kind of affected the way you design that content? Is it?
Yeah, it's made it easier because what we've been able to do is we've managed to make it generic content, so it allows you as a designer to put a number of different hats on at any one time. So you can be thinking about care, or you can be thinking about faults, and it means that we can design from the premise of somebody who knows nothing about Virgin Media, fully scoped into somebody who knows everything about what they need.
Okay. And in terms of, I mean, we've got this in the dynamic content library, so that's going to be on SharePoint, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And the idea is that, just again, correct me, but the idea is that the trainers will, when they've got a course map, they'll have a course map which they'll be working to, but they'll be pulling the modules that they need as and when they need them to make that course map up. That's kind of the way we've designed this, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly how it works. So the trainer will have their course map, and the course map will actually contain the names of the specific content that they'll need to use, and they just go to a central library, if you like, that will be most likely be on SharePoint, where they pull that content from.
Okay.
What that also means for the trainers as well, it gives them greater flexibility that they can then decide how they want to shape their courses, and also decide when it's most appropriate to take a particular chunk of learning from the library and fit it in depending upon the learning needs of their delegates.
Oh, cool, nice one. Final point, I suppose, is that content obviously gets updated, needs to be updated as time goes on, and I think one of the key things we've said all throughout this development program is that it's a two-way street, and that the trainers can actually come back to us and say that this particular session worked, or this one doesn't, or this stuff may need to be tweaked slightly. I mean, what are our plans for kind of capturing that feedback?
I think that for this to work, there's a massive reliance there on the trainers, making sure that they are capturing that feedback. You know, no matter how big or small that feedback is, it's still an opportunity to improve what we deliver. So we need to make sure that we agree up front with our trainers how that feedback mechanism will work. But I guess what you can expect is regular induction reviews. I know in some areas of the business they're looking at a 3-month period for when that happens. For a specific project like this one, which is all about getting our inductions ready to be aligned to CLM, that means that, you know, this, for example, is a soft launch, so we will be doing the feedback in a slightly different way. But for any other projects, we just need to make sure that we agree that mechanism up front.
Okay. I think that's it for dynamic modules, so thanks for listening. We'll speak to you again soon. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Emma.